first scenario we have completed. And so we need to write assertion, right? So assertion is pending. So let's write the assertion. So assertion dot assert equals.
Ramesh, one small doubt, Ramesh, here. In the line number 23, we given resp object where equal to RestAssured dot given. Next to given header for accept and content type and query param we given 3, right? Next, RestAssured dot it will treat as when, right, Ramesh? Under when we given get. When dot get, like that it will treat.
Sorry, Muni, you're asking something?
Yeah, actually, we line number 23, we given RestAssured dot given, right? Under given, next to given, like given dot header of accept to, again dot header accept to and dot query param. Like that also we given, or like this how you given 24, 25 and 26. Similar way also you given. So both are same or?
Yeah. Under this given,
Hmm.
these are the methods.
Yes. Again, RestAssured dot when, right?
Rest assured dot when.
When we given like that, or see this the like how you given this approach also we given.
Yeah.
See, okay.
Given
Under
when, then we are following.
RestAssured dot then.
But this, if it starts automatically, all this will come.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct. But for when we see the first time, we will get confused. So, okay, that's all. Now the exact the extract dot response method, it will capture the response to this particular resp object.
Yeah. And stores in this variable. Okay.
We are providing this under given all the values, and we get method will get the results, and the extract under response method it will capture the response.
Right. So assertions dot assert equals
assert equals
response code and 200. That's it. So all given when then is done. Now next one. So what is this scenario outline? So scenario outline you have to implement. So again, see, can you observe this? This step and this step is same. This step and this step is same. So if these two are same, you don't need to develop again. So you need to start with this one. So when you are taking the parameters, you have to put a string type. Okay, so that parameter. So I'll show you how to add the parameters, and those parameters are just you will write integers one way, string a different way you will write. So that I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so let's take these two. Okay, so how to implement these two, we'll see that. As I already mentioned, just copy the steps as it is and put at the rate symbol.
The rate when method.
When double quotes, caret symbol. And so this one you have to write, it's a number, right? It's a number. Number means remove this and put it in the parenthesis dot plus. So you have to put parenthesis inside, dot plus. Okay, you have to write a dot plus, and at the end you have to write a dollar symbol, right? End of that. That's it. This is the step you need to write. So when is already okay. So we have to write a step, a method, public void, and this method. As you know, so this is the page, right? Int page or page number something. Okay. So you join with underscore of this to, I'm just putting all the underscores. Okay.
Public.
So, and then write the code. So what are the code we so want when, so you're sending the request. Sending request means again, same code. Put it here. But see that what is the parameter you are using? This one instead of
Page
hard coding,
Page
we
number.
have to put this one. This parameter you kept it there. That's the only change. Remaining everything is similar. So you got a response. Now, again, this one,
Assertion.
again, same. So double quotes, caret symbol. So this is also, as I mentioned clearly. So put a parenthesis, dot plus, and at the end dollar. So you're telling it's the end of the step. And this and belongs to this then. Again, you have to write a then only, not and. Okay, that and belongs to which? Given a, when a, then a. So that you have to write. So this is the string. Okay. String writing is a little bit different. So you have to put in the string format is, that is a regular expression format we have to write. So that is, see that I will see as it is, you keep this. Okay. This double quotes you keep as it is, because we also kept the double quotes. So you need to escape this double quotes. First escape that double quotes. Okay. So you won't confuse. Then, so what you need to do, you have to put a parenthesis. So put a parenthesis by removing this. Remove this, put a parenthesis. Okay. So we are almost close, right? So are you clear? For number, how to write? For string, how to write? These to be, you have to be very clear on that. So that's a very, very important, before we don't have this problem. When there is a tool was giving everything. But now it is different. Now we don't have, we have to write everything manually. So to write this manually, you just put a parenthesis wherever the parameter name is there, and the parenthesis inside just include square brackets. So sorry, in the square parenthesis. So that is the second step. First one is escape characters you put so before this double quotes. That is escaping this square parenthesis. Sorry, this double quotes. Then whatever the variable is there, that variable you remove, put a round brackets. Round brackets inside. So place the square brackets. Square brackets inside, you have to place. So one more, one caret symbol. And double quotes. That's it. So this is the how it will handle. So this kind of, so then you have to put here double the the dollar symbol. Again, this one, just that's it. The end of this will tell you it's the end of step. So the dollar will tell you end of step. So this is the how to write. So for this, write the methods. Public void So here, what is that? You have to write a status code, right? So what is that status code? Int status code, right? We have to put int status code. That's a parameter. Now, so you are getting the value, status code value from, so here. And page value, this one, and email also, one more. This is the email. So email will write that also. Let me write. So a string email, you have to put string email. So then this is the value. So this is how to write. I already have shown you same procedure. So remaining thing I'll just copy paste. So instead of wasting time. So you practice that. You practice for this scenario. So for this single scenario and not found, you just practice. So I have shown you two and remaining you take it up. So same code. There is no new code, right? So yeah. So now let's write the code for this. We already written here, right as it is. So here instead of hard coding, you will put this parameter. That's it. This parameter you will get from the feature file. So here also you get the email. So let's go to okay. So request dot in this one, right? This one. So we need to get so this path. So this path you need to get email. So data array. So JSON data array, first array and dot email. So that's the path. So that path we need to provide it. So let's provide that path. First of all, you need to get that path. How to get that? You already have a response, right? This entire data will store in the response. So entire data will store in the response. See, this entire data will store in the response. So Let's fetch that. So email, you can say string actual email, right? That's actual email. Actual email. So resp dot the path. Path is, so this is the path. So you have to give the path exactly. So where is that? So you can mention that path. So the path is, so within double quotes, you just mention data of 0, data of 0 dot email. Right? This is the response. So response dot array. So till this, if anybody having doubt, let me know. So till this response path, the path I am giving, response dot path, and this one, that's what I'm mentioning here. So path method you have to call to get any element from the response body. Okay. So then you put assertions dot assert equals. So assert equals, and you give your actual email, and expected is this one. Both will be compared. So both are same or not. We're going to check it. Yeah. Any questions? We are done. So we have developed 2 scenarios, and we'll run this. Okay. Maybe okay. Other things also you have to develop. Otherwise, it won't work. So let me check. Okay. May 21st, right? This is the one we developed yesterday. And we have to develop remaining things. So, and quickly we can, I'll just copy, okay? So instead of wasting time. So I have already shown you December 3rd, 2023. That's the one. The latest one I'm taking. I'll just copy from there. This is all done. This is done, right? With single user. From here, I'm just copying. If any change is there, it will throw error, but we have to correct it. Any wordings are different. So wordings not matching, then you have to do that. Okay. So let's go and do this. I think get property. Method name is a get property. Yeah, get property. Just replace. So import this list of java.util. So why it can go import, right? Directly. Why it's not importing? Strange. Get property. Previously I given read property. That's why I'm changing. So list java.util, that is gone. So next, I'll explain all this. Okay. So don't worry. Yeah, file is ready. Okay, so let's go from the single user, right? This is the one, right? Provide valid endpoint to fetch single user. See, we are setting the base URI service endpoint URL, right? I think this is the common you can put in the given itself, background. We can for just fetching these two, but okay, as of now, let's continue like this. Then second one, send the request to the server to fetch single user. See response rest assured dot given header, and see when dot get. So if you observe this one not there, /2, that /2 I have given here. So when you construct these two, this is giving till here. So request one till users, and so then /2 you are giving. So that is the, so send the request to the server to fetch a single user. Next, and then you want to verify the request response header, just verify this, otherwise not required, but these two are mandatory. So then next step, I validate the single user response status code 200. See, I validate the single user response status code, that one. Int response code is equal to response object dot get status code. This is a common everywhere, okay? So this is all you can develop the reusable methods, and you can reuse those methods here. Generally, we'll write in the, so one utils class, this reusable method. I'll show you in some other place. I have developed one more framework, complete pure REST assured framework. So there I'll show you that. That's a normal REST assured without BDD. And there I'll show you all the utility methods, everything developed there. So next, I verify the response body fields. So as you know, we need to verify these response body fields, ID, email, first name, last name. Okay. So these things you have to verify. See, I'm going to verify. See, data table concept I'm using. This is the new one. I want to explain you this. So data table, why you are calling data table? Because you are mentioned the data below this step. That is called data table. So when you are mentioning data below the step, that is called data table. If you mention like this in the example section, that is global for the entire scenario, not for particular step. That's the difference between data table and example section scenario outline. Both are so different. So now see, I need to read this data. See, one row only, but how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns. One row, 4 columns. But that means list of list. Why list of list? You can add more data here also. First list represent the rows. Second list represent the columns. That's why list of list. So that there is a method we have as a lists method. So this data table object dot as list method. See, this as list method returns list of list string. It is returning list of list string. List of list string it is returning. So that is my expected data. Because I am reading from this data table and storing in this list of list collection. Now, see that int expected ID. See integer dot parse int. So this expected data list dot get of 0 dot get of 1 get of 0 get of 0 dot get of 0. So same way, why anybody having doubt on this? How we are getting this ID, this ID? So not this one here. This one I got it. Right? So this one. So I got it. And then, so I'm printing that. Same way, expected email. So email, where is that? Second column. That means first row, second column. That means get off 1. So list dot get off get off 0 dot get off 1. So this is the, see, second get off 1 means second column. Same way, first name, list dot get off 0, first row, get off 2. If you have a multiple rows, you just use this a for loop. 2 for loops use. 1 for loop for rows, 1 for loop for columns. That's simple. So you don't need to write this, just put I and J. Automatically you will get the data. Okay. So, and you need to write, you don't need to write this much lengthy also. So that's the first name, last name, and so int actual ID. So rest.path data.id. So assertions dot assert equals actual ID and expected ID. Both you are comparing. So where you got actual ID? From the response dot path. This is the interview question. How can you get a response body data? Response dot path and the data dot ID. See why data dot ID? Why not here we have given data of 0, right? So here data of 0, here data dot email, data dot ID. What is the difference? See, this is not array. This is the JSON object. So this is not array. This is the curly bracket means it's a JSON object. So JSON object name dot that parameter ID, data dot ID. If it is array, and you can give, so like this. This is an array, the first element. So you know already indexes how array works. So we clearly mentioned that array, how it works, and we practiced so many programs also. I don't need to tell that. So that's what we are doing here. So data string JSON object dot ID. So that is the, so this one, and go here, and so you are just assertion all the fields, email, first name, last name, everything we are asserting. So everything we are asserting that. So that's it. So this so response body fields. Now next one. So at the rate given, provide valid endpoint to single user not found. Again, same, you're setting the base URL. I think service URL, right? We have given service URL. Oh, service endpoint. Okay. So let me check from the beginning. Service API URL. Replace that. I don't know why it's not throwing error. It should throw error. Because that variable is not there, right? Make sure we are using this class. Yeah. Yeah. So again, I'm setting that service API URL and send the request for single user not found. and RestAssured.given. Set the headers when get /23. That means you are giving a path variable, invalid path variable. So that's why you will get a not found error. So the data table concept. So here you see as lists means list of list. Here only one value, right? So only one value here. That's why we are using list only. List only we are using list of string. But above list of list. List of list. Here S is there, plural. That's why list of list you got. But here only single value, single row, single column. That's why I'm only one value. That's why I'm using list of string expected. This is the string you are getting. dt.asList. See, I'm converting that string data into integer because I want status code in the integer format. How can you convert this string data into integer? Integer dot parse into method you have to use. So assertions dot assert equals resp dot get status code and expected status code. So that's all about this, how we can develop the getter method. Okay, any questions? And runner class, a simple runner class, we can just develop this runner class. I'll just copy. This is just nothing, okay, simple. We are going to mention, so where to put that. So runner org.jnet.runner. So why we are getting, I think Maven dependencies, Jnet runner is there. So Jackson. Jupyter JNet. Yeah, JNet to Jupyter. It is there. But why it's not recognizing? Okay, let's import this first. Test runner class. Yeah. Let me give this path. First in the future, I'll give this path. So remove this under features. You just give the feature folder location. Feature folder location. And run with add JNet library. That's what we have to add JNet library. See, now these errors are gone. Cucumber class you need to import. So io.cucumber JNet, this cucumber options. So
Runner class generally it will be a JUnit class.
ah, so no, not only JNet, you can write with the testng also. So this is the StepDef. The package, this package is step definitions, StepDef. So this features glue plugin we have given HTML target cucumber-report.html monochrome true. This one tags we didn't use it, but let me tags later I will declare. So first of all, so these issues create annotation cucumber options. Why cucumber is not? So I want to see what is the com.xml io.cucumber we used. 5.3.2, but what is, this is the compatibility issues will come. 5. Let me change it to 5.3.2. 5.3.2. I don't think so this will make any difference, but yeah, sometimes the compatibility issues will come. So the support might not be there. 7.8. So this one 7.14. Okay, let's see now. Yeah, there is some issue. Cucumber, I think Cucumber also I'll reduce the Cucumber. So let me reduce the Cucumber 7.14.1.